Coming up.
Oh, blimey. What is that? It looks like fake tan. It's like cooking with spoons. These are all like joke things. Is there an on button? Where are the spoons? Absolute stitch up.
Welcome to the Low-Cal Cook-Off.
Hello everyone, my name's Martin O'Dell, aka the Lagomchef. Now it is a prime time to be filming a cooking show with prime time beer. I'm going to be set some challenges by some of prime time's elite ambassadors. So I'm very, very excited to introduce one of the best sportsmen in the world, Henry Slade. I'm very good. Look, I am a massive rugby fan and I do follow the Prem quite a bit, and I know you are an elite level athlete, unlike myself. Mate, you don't want to see this body. It's outrageous.
Thanks for having me on. Could do with your help, actually. I've had type 1 diabetes for 14 years now, so
yeah,
getting pretty used to it, but I could always do with a bit of help. Obviously, I love my comfort food. I love like a roast. I love pies. I love, takeaway. But like obviously being diabetic and being a sportsman, I don't want to have food that's too bad for you. You know what I mean? I want to have a nice, healthy version of it. Wondered if you could help me out with that.
What are the key things that you look out for? Is it calories? Is it obviously like the sugars, carbs, all that kind of stuff?
It's the main thing. Obviously, you need protein as an athlete. Obviously, it's given. But being diabetic, I've got to keep an eye on my carbohydrate intake. Yeah. So lower on the carb side, but still tasty and still full of protein.
I'm thinking something along the pie route, beer and like ales and all of that kind of stuff. I know we've got like an IPA and we've got the lagers, some kind of steak and mushrooms. You like a mushroom?
Yeah, mate, I love a mushroom.
I've done a lot of stuff with mushrooms before where we kind of like half the amount of mushrooms to steak so that it kind of feels a bit more filling, a little less calories, but it's also really, really bulked out. I think it's going to be delicious.
How's it?
I mean, there's only one way to find out, and I think that's to start cooking.
Mushroom, steak and pie, mate. That's three of my favourite words.
Perfect. All right. My chef noggin is absolutely popping off. Now, let's talk about the structure of a pie to start off with. Now, normally, with a pie, you would have a pastry base like this, and then it will go across the top like that. That is a lot of calories and all that pastry. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all of this, and we're just going to keep the lid. Cutting 3/4 of said pastry calories. Next thing is beef. That is beef. So normally what you would have is you'd have big unctuous chunks, normally chunks of like fatty-ish meat, but we're gonna go with a nice lean cut of steak. So we can cut them to similar sized pieces. Number one, it'll cook quickly. Number two, less calories, leaner meat, very good. But if you have 100% of said beef in the recipe, that is a lot of calories. What happens with division? Divide that by 2, 50%. We're gonna do that with the beef, and we're gonna chuck in more mushrooms. Now, mushrooms full of vitamin D, B12, loads of really great vitamins for you. So if you do 50-50, bulk it out, delicious. But the most important ingredient, obviously, we need a little bit of ale. What's a steak and ale pie without an ale? So we've got a beautiful prime time IPA here. Look, this has got less calories. It has got 95 calories per can. Just reading the stats here, 30% fewer than your average can of IPA/beer. And it's got lower carbs in it as well, which is absolutely fantastic for Slade with his diabetes. We're gonna stick that in. That's gonna make a beautiful sauce. Henry Slade, we slotting them from the touchline, winning some games with the Chiefs and hopefully England. So, should we go shopping?
You know what to do. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Don't forget to get involved. Drop a comment below, and if you're a lucky one, you might win a case of primetime beer.
Okay, here we are. Big whoppers of chestnuts. A beer. Easy. Boom. As I said, what we're going to be doing is creating sort of like a 50-50 split. So a lot more veggies are going to go in. And when you keep things chunky, it sort of deceives the mind to think you're eating lots more foods. So clunk this up like so. And then I'm going to get this going. Need a little bit of oil. Do we have oil? Oh, blimey. What is that? It looks like fake tan. When you're cooking, it's all about doing things while things are cooking. A lot of people do the prep and then they kind of hang out and then they just get bored of life. But here, we're going to be prepping as we go. So it's going to be speedy, big chunks of things, cut things on the angles, make it interesting. And then the onions. It's like cooking with spoons. What's this one? There we go. Right, so split the onion in half. It's all about building base flavours. So you want to build things up from the bottom. You don't want to just sort of skip steps. It's all about making tasty foods. Mushrooms are full of vitamin D. Now, these little ones are little, what they call baby mushrooms, button mushrooms. But they turn into, here's a good one for you, chestnut mushrooms. And when they grow bigger, they turn into portobello. That is like Papa Bear, and that's like Baby Bear. Good fact. So give this a little squeeze in, just like that, and then we'll just let this do its thing. Celery. Again, clunk it up on angles, make it interesting. Texture is good. Texture is fun. We're having fun. Let's pop this in as well. With garlic, the smaller the garlic goes, the more intense it will be. And if you put garlic in right at the beginning, it will burn. So we're going to leave that to one side. These are all like joke things. Is there an on button? Oh, it's got the thing on. Anyway, right, salt goes in and a bit of pepper. Is it coming out? I can't tell. Yeah, it is. Seasoning food isn't just about seasoning so it tastes well. It does good things to like ingredients, so it draws moisture out, helps things caramelise. You've got your things like your onions. Oh, God, don't waste it. Okay, let's attack this steak while we're waiting. As you can see here, we've got a beautiful lean cut of beef. This is a bit of rump, but you've got this big fat cap on. Now, that is a lot of calories, so we can keep it. If you've got a dog, you can give it to the dog, or you can use it when you're cooking next time. So you can just drop a little bit of that fat in there, render it out, and then cook with it. But for this one, we're just going to cut these into sort of mimicking chunks of the mushrooms. This is a fantastic stove. Right, so see here, look, this little bit here, that is flavour. That's what you want. Right, pan number 2, bit of fake tan. Okay, so normally, if you saw people cook a steak on the internet, they use about 16 kilos of butter just to sort of make it look cool. But we're not going to do that. We're going to lay it in. We're just going to get a little sear. Right, pop those in. Wash my hands, health and safety. There we go. We're in a good place. Right, garlic is going to go in here. We'll add a bit. Thank you. It's delicious. That is the prime time lager. Absolutely fantastic, if I do say so myself. Right, bay leaf. Why not? Remember how many goes in? Rosemary and a bit of thyme. I'm literally going to put 1 or 2 bits in because it's such a pain in the... Herbs in at the back, and we're looking good. Right, so you want a little bit of sear on that. What does searing do? Doesn't seal in the juices like everyone thinks. The Maillard reaction or Maillard reaction, which those little sort of like brown crispy bits, that is flavour. So when you put the IPA in there, it's going to take up some of that flavour and help you create the sauce. With the spoons. Absolute stitch up. Genuinely. Ah, here we go. So when cooking with things like tomato puree or tomato paste, now, do this at home. Have a taste of this raw, and you'll be really sort of like underwhelmed by the flavour. But when you put it in the pan and you start to fry with it, it will start taking on more flavour. It will get sweeter, it will give you more depth of flavour, and it'll be absolutely delicious. Now, Pete, you're going to have to get this on. This is like the pawn shop. You can do this in slow motion. Oh, I haven't got any fingernails. Here she goes. We're going to deglaze the pan with some of the prime time ale. Then the steak can go in here as well. And then we'll deglaze this pan with some more. So we get all of those beautiful bits. There we go. Right, that can bubble away and I've got to look and see what I've forgotten. Stock cube. And then corn flour will make a little slurry. Just to sort of help thicken that sauce a little bit and help everything cling together. Easy. So rule number 1 of cooking is you must taste. Always taste your cooking, especially when it's going into a pie, because you don't know, turn the gas off. You don't know what it's going to taste like, but you do now. That is beautiful. How many bay leaves went into the sauce? 2. 10 points. Find your 2 bay leaves. No one wants to chew on those. Slade's a big old boy, so we're going to make sure there's loads of chunks of meat in there. Bits of mushrooms. And Amelia, you're going to have to come and do this lid. It's not my skill point. There we go. Right. I'll whisk the egg. So we're just going to do a very simple pastry top. After you, chef. So, egg wash. You're a pro at this. Okay, I know there is 62 calories in 1 egg, so that's going to be about 5 calories of egg wash. Oh no, I feel like Carol Vorderman. Oh. Right, so this is going to go in the oven, 180 degrees, 10-15 minutes until it is nice and golden brown. Everything inside is cooked. Primo. Here we go. Oh, the letters have stayed. The letters. Look at that. Prime time beer. Magic trick? No, it's tricking. Where should we go? Straight through the middle. Prime. See you later. Oh, look at that. So, pop round the edges. Nice shot of that. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the steak, mushroom and ale pie. Absolutely beautiful. So to recap, we have cut the calories on the pastry by using a lower fat pastry. The steak was a leaner cut and we trimmed off the fat. We bulked it out with a load more mushrooms, load more fibrous veg. We used the beautiful Primetime IPA, which has got less calories, good times, yummy food, win-win. And don't forget, you can get the beautiful Primetime lager at your nearest Tesco. Very hot. They're very good. Cheers. This is the best day ever.